holiday tradition, Christmas Eve dinner at Torino's at home, Trattoria and Cafe. And award-winning chef Maxime Bouneou joins us with the details about tonight's dinner. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas. Good morning, Nikki.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us on this very special day of the year.
You're welcome.
And look at you, hard at work. I have to say, you know, I don't know if people realize, you talked about this last time, but you are serving a 5-course dinner tonight for the holidays. So can we tell everybody what's on the menu?
Absolutely. It's a choice of 3 or 5 courses, actually. So you have 2 choices. The first course will be Kumamoto oysters. It's an oyster from the Pacific coast. Will be served with vodka granité and some preserved lemon. We also have seared foie gras, which is delicious, with a persimmon jam and a little brioche toast. We're having some roasted duck, whole roasted duck,
delicious.
like a pickling duck, in the oven. And we also have savarin. Savarin is a French dessert, so we're Italian, we're going a little French today.
That's nice.
It's a French dessert also known as baba au rhum.
So
it's like a brioche dessert soaked in rum syrup with cream and fresh fruit. It's just amazing.
It sounds amazing. So, well, as we've talked about before, you are from France originally. Your wife is Italian.
She is.
And so you have a lot of culture and a lot of background that you bring to us here in New Mexico. And
we do.
So appreciate that.
We're blending both our culture, and it's a success. People love what we're doing.
Oh, yeah.
We bring only the best from both regions.
We appreciate that so much. And, you know, before we get to the food, because I know you're very hard at work, but I want to let everybody know that you can also ring in the new year with Torino's at home. So tell us a little bit about the plans for New Year's Eve.
So New Year is the same concept than New Year's Eve is the same concept than Christmas Eve.
Okay.
And we will be doing a choice of 3 or 5 courses.
Nice.
And the whole menu includes, again, it's very festive in Europe to eat oysters. So the first course will be again oysters from Kumamoto oysters. And they will be served with a limoncello granité this time. Limoncello is an Italian liquor
that's my favorite.
It's very good, isn't it?
It's refreshing.
So, again, we're going to have a seared foie gras. This time it will be served with French toast, a little French toast. And the fish course will be black pappardelle. They're black with made with squiding, so they're squiding pasta with fresh vongole. Vongole is a small Italian clam.
Yes, yes.
And a little bit of sea urchin, so a lot of delightful seafood in there.
Oh, yes.
And the main course will be a braised pork belly. So
oh,
it's going to braise
gosh.
a few hours with beer. It's caramelized. It's very tender.
Your appetite will be more than satisfied.
It's going to be amazing.
And right now, I can't look at it anymore without seeing the process and really understanding what you are doing, because you are making one of my favorite things of all time. Tell our viewers about it.
Today we're doing some butternut squash ravioli. Butternut squash is in season. It's very festive as well.
Yes.
So we're doing butternut squash ravioli with fresh dough that we make. That's a dish we serve on our menu, actually.
Yes.
And we're doing them the way we do them at Torino right now. So
let me tell you, Maxime, I will always, forever, evermore eat my ravioli slower than I have in the past. Because now that I see the amount of work that goes into it, I usually eat it so fast, I will take my time, and I think people will agree.
And know what went in there.
Yes.
That's true. So I think butternut ravioli are always best eaten very simple. So when I do them, I just do a little sauce with fresh butter, a little bit of onion, garlic, and sage.
That's it.
Top it with a little bit of toasted almonds.
Oh, yes.
And I think it's the best. They need to stay simple. This flavor just so light like that if you put too strong of a sauce, you overpower everything.
Now, you made all of the ravioli homemade, and I want to mention that as well, because all of the ingredients that you make at the restaurant, absolutely everything that you cook made to cook. I mean, it is made to order, it is fresh, it is homegrown, and you are very, very picky and choosy about what you serve.
About the ingredients.
You always say that, right?
That's right, that's right. We serve the best ingredients, we select the best ingredient for a recipe, and we take the time to do it right. We don't buy anything that's pre-processed and pre-made. And so each ravioli that come in your plate at Torino are made this way every single day.
And made with love.
And made with love.
That's always a good one. Now, here's something interesting, okay? We are already at Christmas Eve, believe it or not, and I'm going to just be a little reality check here. A lot of people have not bought gifts yet. It's a last minute moment. It's early in the morning, you're thinking, I'm a procrastinator, and you want to get another gift. I have a perfect idea.
We're here for them. We're here for them.
Cooking classes.
Cooking classes. We do cooking classes. My wife Daniela is the real Italian with the real Italian accent, so it gives you the perfect experience. She's giving cooking classes, and she'll teach you how to make those fresh ravioli, fresh pasta, or fresh gnocchi from scratch.
Oh, gnocchi.
It's a fantastic experience. You need to gather 6 people from your family or friends or co-workers, and we all come together, we cook together. And then you enjoy the meal you cooked with a glass of wine, and you take the pasta, fresh pasta you made home to finish with your family. So it's a great, great experience. People have a lot of fun.
Take this
It's
class.
hands-on. You're actually cooking the food yourself. So it's really something not to miss.
This sounds right up my alley. I know a lot of people are thinking this is a perfect gift. So how can people get the classes? How can they come in? How can they make their reservations? What's the process?
They need to call us at Torino's at Home.
Okay.
It's $90 per person. That includes the meal with the
Great.
wine, the cooking class. It's about three hours per class, 2 to 3 hours. It depends what we're cooking.
Oh, perfect.
And they just have to call us at Torino, 797-4491.
How easy is that? That's so simple. Okay, now something else that looks simple, but it really isn't because you make it
So
look so easy.
Our
is
ravioli
the
are
final
ready.
part.
We're starting a little sauce. Okay, so you slow sweat some onions and garlic in butter, a little bit of butter.
That
The ravioli are
smell.
now ready and the water is boiling. So I guess it's time to put them in the water just like that. We
Maxime-
have 12 little pillows.
Oh my gosh. If you
And
watch this show, you know I do love food and I do get excited, but there are some days I am particularly happy. Today is one of them.
And again, so you can not only take the class at Torino, you'll find the recipe for the ravioli you're making today on your website.
Yes, yes.
Like always.
Of course. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to taste this.
So fresh ravioli take about 3 minutes to cook. They cook
That's
very
it?
rapidly, so you don't want to start your sauce
Okay.
too early.
So you want to kind of put that on as you're already putting it into oil?
Exactly, especially since
Okay.
we're doing such a simple sauce.
Good tip, good
So
tip.
you want that to sweat a little bit. You don't want too much color because the caramelized onion will overpower the flavor of the raviolis.
Sure. Now I noticed when you were adding obviously the squash,
Mm-hmm.
you already had it prepared, but what would be the best way if somebody is at home right now and they want to make their own?
So I roast my squash in the oven at about 350 degrees. I cut them in half, put a little butter, brown sugar because it adds a nice little
that's-
sweetness. It's a little
okay.
tip. And brown them in the oven for about an hour and a half.
Okay.
Or until they are tender. And then we saute some onions and garlic and sage.
Okay.
And then we mix everything in a food processor.
That's okay.
So of course you
That's
remove the
process.
flesh from the skin of the butternut
Sure.
and you mix all that together.
I love hearing it from you because you are the master of this, and so it's fun to get the tips from the chef himself. And then obviously the dough, that's a whole process in itself too.
The dough is a whole process. You want to start first with that. The dough is best if it rests about an hour. It's easier to work on it like that.
Okay.
But dough is very simple in itself to do. It's only flour, semolina flour, which is also durum flour,
Sure.
and salt, eggs, and a little bit of water and olive oil. And
That's
that's it. And you mix that together until you
Oh.
get that soft but yet still dry consistency.
Yeah.
If your dough is too soft, it's not going to be very good for your ravioli, and if it's too hard,
Exactly.
it'll keep cracking. You'll
And then
notice
you were
right away.
grinding it through this
Through
little.
this little pasta maker.
Yes.
You want, it's like, actually they make that for Play-Doh as well. It's like, it's the exact same toy.
I love it. It's
the
like our
exact same
chocolate
toy.
with the Play-Doh.
It is, so you just roll that down until you get the right thickness. You want it to be very, very thin, about a 1/16.
Okay.
The machines are grade rated, usually from 1 to 9 or 9 to 1.
Uh-huh.
And usually it's about the setting before last. So,
Oh, okay.
or 8 or 1, or 2, depending on the machines.
Good. Thank you for that tip. That's
You're
so
welcome.
helpful. And our ravioli is coming together.
The
And it
ravioli
is.
are
I'm
about
getting a little
ready.
impatient. Can you tell? Because it smells so good. I want to
So
try
you want
it.
to cook your ravioli in plenty of boiling salted water.
Okay.
The more water, the better.
So you do salt it.
We do salt it,
Okay.
absolutely. And you don't want your ravioli to cool the water when you put them down. So when you cook pasta or ravioli, always a lot of boiling water.
Oh, okay.
The more the better.
Good to know. Oh, and now you're putting. Oh my
Now we're putting all that
gosh.
in the sauce.
Well, while that is cooking, let's remind everybody one more time how they can find you and how they can call and make reservations.
Torino is at the Journal Center,
Okay.
and at 7600 Jefferson Street.
Okay.
And you can call us at 797-4491.
Great.
You can also find us online at www.torinosfoods.com.
And I want to remind everybody that New Year's is literally around the corner. And if you don't, that's one thing you don't want to procrastinate, because if you don't call soon enough, you'll miss out on this wonderful opportunity to have a delicious dinner with one of the best chefs in town, or
Thank
I
you,
should
Nikki.
say in the country. I should. I'm so
I'm
happy you're
blushing
here.
now.
Well, you know what? You deserve it. I love it. Okay, I have to taste. I must. This is so exciting.
Do we have forks?
Are you
Let's
jealous?
pull 2 forks out of our drawer.
Can I
There's
just
one
go
for
for
you.
it?
And go for it. In
No, wait.
the
Oh, no,
pan,
you said
like
you also add that.
the almond
almonds,
on top.
right?
Nice catch. I wanted to see if you were following.
I was following. I pay
Good.
attention when it comes to especially Italian food. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it right
Careful,
in the
it
pan.
might be very hot. Okay.
It's okay. I don't mind. And I appreciate you being here, and I just want to wish you and your family and the whole team over at Torino's at Home a very, very Merry Christmas. And we do appreciate you spending your holiday morning with us today.
Thank you. Thank you
for
very
that.
much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, here we go. Everybody around the set knows how excited I am right now. Oh my God.
This is good. So we made your favorite up to standard, I guess.
I love all the chefs on this show, but I have to say, you just
Thank you.
skyrocketed.
Thank you very much, Nikki.
We'll be
Thanks
right
a lot.
back.
Merry Christmas.
Oh my God.